Hi, I'm Sue Paulson. Today I want to explore the concept of a vow. So what is a vow? According to the dictionary, a vow is a solemn promise. Well, of course, we're all familiar with the vows that we make when we get married. There's some promises that we make to commit to this or that or the other thing. And it's such a significant time for a couple that often they write their own vows, the vows that have meaning for them. Now, when I think of a vow, it's a little bit to me like a commitment on steroids. It's not something to be taken lightly. And when we think about significant emotional events, which are often where vows come from or how they kind of spring out, then we take a look at some that can really help us in our day-to-day life and moving forward as we want to with our goals and achieving things. But there are also times when a vow can just stop us in our tracks or self-sabotage. So I think it's good to take a look at the vows that we make and maybe track back to where they come from, because sometimes they come from when we're very, very young. Certainly as a teenager, I got my heart broke more than once. And if it really hits home to you and it feels very, very, very painful, you might, without really thinking it through, vow that you are never going to put yourself in a position where your heart gets broken again. Well, fair enough. And at the time, it seems like a good idea. But what happens when 10, 15 years down the road and you meet the love of your life and you find you're having trouble making a commitment? Well, maybe it's because of a vow that you made many years ago that no longer serves you, that was meant to protect you from future pain, but in fact it could potentially cause more pain because it's in your way now. So that's an example of a vow that can hurt or get in your way. Certainly, vows of revenge, well, I don't have to tell you the devastation that causes when a person has been wronged and they think, all right, the only way to, quotes, get even is to wrong them. And of course, that's that downward destructive spiral that eventually can turn into us. So we want to be aware of vows that can potentially harm us or harm others for that matter. Another example we could look at is when vows really help us. So for example, I vowed when I was quite young that I wanted to have a certain level of success in my life, and I was going to do whatever it took to get me there. Did I know my path? No, not really. But I vowed that I was going to do my best to look after me. And that has served me very well, because then when I meet roadblocks or obstacles, the vow kind of comes into play, and even if I'm feeling so, then it pulls me up somehow. Like there's that inner drive that has me picking myself up and dusting myself off, and then I start again. So I think it's really worthwhile to look at vows and look at those super commitments that we make either to ourselves or to other people, and examine them from time to time and say, are they really working for us, or do we need to adjust them or replace them? Now, if you'd like to read a little bit more about vows, you can go to the app and read the article entitled Vows That Help, Vows That Hurt. There's also some journal exercises that you can do to go a little deeper into this topic for yourself. Thanks for watching and have a great day.